neither China nor the United States really wants a fully blown trade war. That's just not something that either country feel that their economy can withstand. Already we're seeing the pressures of what has happened between China and the United States in the last couple of years play out in both economies. You see slowing growth in China, and you see farmers being hit in the United States. So already the negative impacts are there. The Chinese are prepared to sit at the table. The question is whether Chinese are really prepared to implement the kind of radical economic reforms that would decouple the Chinese economy from the hand of the party, the Chinese Communist Party, in the way that the Americans and many other countries around the world would like them to do. I mean, look, President Trump is not alone in thinking you have to get tough on China. Lots of other countries think that China has not played by the global trade rules for the last couple of decades. Lots of other countries agree that it is time to do something about China's economic model and open it up in a way that is fair to foreign competition. They don't necessarily like the way the president is doing it because he has alienated both Canada, Mexico, and European allies at the same time, and it might have been a more useful strategy to go into this to decide, okay, I'm going to take on China, but I'm really going to take on China with an army of countries behind me. And the president has not been able to do that because he's at the same time imposed sanctions on European countries and labeled Canada a national security threat and imposed sanctions on Canada. That doesn't really help. But the principle people do agree with. I suspect that for President Trump, a lot of this, again, a little bit like Iran and North Korea, is about wanting to get to the deal, to be the person, the Nixonian president who goes to China and gets a result that works for America. And if that is the aim, he may be prepared to sign a trade deal that actually doesn't give America the full-fledged economic reforms that people say they would like. I mean, they may just be decided to call it a deal and sign it as a deal and sign it as a win, even if it isn't, just because there's a limit to how much you can carry on hurting American farmers in the run-up to an American presidential election. And that's what he's got to weigh, right? He's got to weigh farmers against the manufacturing base and his own domestic concerns, and a lot of what President Trump is doing with China is for domestic concern.